Hey, this is Rick with Outdoor Emergencies at hikingemergencybeacon.com, and today I'm out here to talk to you again about the ZOLEO and this playlist for the ZOLEO, and I'm on the maps and tracking features. If you want to see more information on that playlist, then there's a right here in the corner. You can click on that, and then there'll be in the description below, you can then click there. There's information on everything that I'm talking about today. But today is specifically about the maps and can you track, or can you do a different version of a tracking, and what are maps like? Can you navigate? Before I get into all that, please like, subscribe, share, and turn on notifications so you'll be alerted as soon as I put out new videos. All right, I just want to start out real quick with saying that the ZOLEO, just like the Garmin inReach Messenger, they are for SOS and two-way messaging primarily, and you can get weather on them, and the weather for this is going to be in the next video in this playlist, but they're primarily just for messaging. So this ZOLEO does not navigate. You can't navigate by it. You can't even track back by it like you can on the Messenger and the Mini 2 and the GPS Map 67i. But you can see a map, and I'm going to show you how to do that. And it's actually pretty simple, but it's not that powerful, but at least it may get you out of trouble. And it allows other people to see you. That's probably the biggest thing here, is make sure your contacts are set up so that when you're sharing your location or you're using SOS, that the right people are in that contacts list and are getting notified. So if something happens to you, or they just need to get in contact with you, or maybe they want to know where you're at and they want to join you, they can see your coordinates, they can see where you're at, and they can click on that map and they can get to you, or they can use those coordinates to give them to the SOS team, the search and rescue teams, so that they can locate you. All right, so let's go look at the maps real fast. And so I'm at the home screen. I call it my home screen. It's the messages that I've already sent. And so at the very top, there's a check-in. There's a green check-in button. The check is actually white. That's a green button. And you can click that. When you click that, it's going to send a check-in message. Now, I've already done that. So there's a check-in message right here. And so when I select that, now I can see my coordinates, and it says I'm okay. It gives my location. And then I can click on the map. Once I click on the map, it still gives me my coordinates. There's a little down arrow on the white section farther down. I can slide that down to see the whole map. And then I can zoom out. Now right here, I can see that check-in message is not where I'm currently located, actually. So if I wanted to be really accurate here, I'd do another check-in message, and that would put me right where my blue dot is. And where I am is at the Dawson Butte Ranch Open Space Trail. So again, if you're out on a real adventure, you may want to, at particular points, put a check-in message so people can see where you're at. I've relocated. If this were miles apart, I would have absolutely wanted to put a new check-in message so people could see that, I'm not where that green icon is. It's where I'm with the blue, but this blue keeps moving where I'm at. So if I were continuing to move, I would want to do a check-in, and then people could see that, oh, he's moving, he's going this direction. Or, maybe I'm going in circles, but that's important. But what I really want to show you is this is a way that you can look around on the map and then, say you are lost. Again, this does not navigate. This doesn't track back. It sends tracks to other people that you shared them with. And if you share them with yourself, then you can see those tracks. If you're in cell service, I'm not sure that you can actually see the track if you're outside cell service because it's using the phone. I really want to, see right now, this is a good test. Let's go do this real quick because I am outside of cell service. I was up on the hill over here in another video this morning, and I had cell service, but I do not here. So I'm going to close this, and I'm going to go out of this here, and I'm going to hit the check-in button. Now, I want to see, I know this is Bluetooth right now to this with the ZOLEO, and it's going to send the message up or the track up. What I don't know is if I'm going to get it on this phone. Will it communicate back here and get back to the phone? Because right now it's 7:36. I did a check-in at 7:09. It's got the spinning wheel at the top where it's actually sending it up. So I need this check-in to be around 7:37, 7:38, 7:40 this morning, because then this would tell me if I'm outside cell service and I put myself as a contact, then you're not going to get this message if you're outside cell service. If it's somebody else, for sure. If somebody else has this and they don't have a ZOLEO, they won't get the message outside cell service. And that's what I really want to know here. So we're going to give this a few minutes and see if this actually goes through. So I do have a green check in at the top, and it's 7:37, and I did get a message, a new check-in location share. All right, so it works. At least it works with me because I have Bluetooth and I have satellite communication here. And if you don't, then you probably are not going to get this message. But you can see I've got the coordinates. I can now click on the map, and again I can see the coordinates at the bottom. My little blue dot is pretty close, actually, almost right on top of the green icon. Now I can zoom out, and now where there was a location before higher up or to the north of where I'm at, it's not there anymore. The check-in is right where my blue dot is. All right, so, well, one test is successful, one's a failure. Again, that failure, and this is why you really need to come out and test your device. You need to know if you're in cell service and Wi-Fi, outside cell service, and other people and how you're communicating with them. Does it work? You at least still go test once before you go out. Now, I will say it is best if you have contacts and you want to communicate more effectively, make sure they have, I just got another message here, but make sure the people you have in your contacts also have the ZOLEO app. It doesn't cost any money and they don't need a ZOLEO, but it's better to communicate with them and them have the ZOLEO app. There's something about it. I'll put it up on the screen here, but if you don't have a ZOLEO app, you can't do as much, or they can't do as much with you. So anyway, that's on the screen, so you'll see it because I don't recall the exact details of that right now. The last thing I wanted to say here is when you're looking at your maps and you're wanting to use it and you're outside cell service, you can download maps. And so you go to the gear icon at the bottom right, and then you go to check-in location settings maybe. No, yes it is. That's where it says manage offline maps. All right, so when I set that, there's different things here. So I'm going to, this is where you can manage contacts also, but I'm going to go into manage offline maps, and it says download maps. Now here I want to say at the top it says download preferences. If I'm in cell service and Wi-Fi, I've got that checked, I can download maps. You can do it to where it's only in Wi-Fi, and that saves data and it's faster, so you may want that, but I have it as cell service and Wi-Fi. And then I can download maps. It shows a blue square around it. I've downloaded a lot of maps already, but you can do that. And then you can then go to downloaded offline maps. And let's see, there's a whole lot of them right here. So you can see I've already done this. So this is something I'm not currently absolutely sure of with the downloadable maps. Honestly, what I'm thinking right now is if I'm outside cell service, but I want the detail of some maps, I know where I'm going to be, then I can download those maps, get that detailed information. If I just want to look around here and get more, like right now on this Dawson's Butte Ranch Open Space Trail, I can see these trails around me. So that's really all there is to it. I really wanted to go through this with you and tell you first, you can't navigate with this. It's not like you have the Garmin inReach Mini 2. You can create a course, you can create a route, you can navigate, you can track back, you can see your tracks. No, you can't. The Garmin inReach Mini 2 is a lot stronger device because it offers that. I mean, and this GPS Map 67i is even better than that. It's an all-in-one device, and I'll have information in the description below on both of those, plus on this Garmin inReach Messenger here, because these are almost the same. The Messenger is slightly smaller, but they do the same thing. They're really for messaging. They're not for navigating. It's just about SOS and messaging. But I just really wanted to tell you about that. And so if you want more information, please leave a comment below and ask questions. And if you want me to test something out in more detail, I'll do that. But I'd also ask if you please like, subscribe, share, and turn on notifications so you'll be alerted as soon as I put out new videos. And if you'd like to support Hiking Emergency Beacon, there's a link in the description below. Now lastly, I want to say that top 11 satellite communicators of 2023, it'll be in the description, along with another review I did of the best satellite communicators of 2022. They'll both be in the description below. And this is where I really break down for you what these are good at, and I group them. And you know, which ones are the best all-in-ones, which are the best for hiking or the best for dog tracking. And maybe you're camping and you only need these like these here, and you just need to message an SOS. And so I group them, and then I actually give you my advice or my preferences for what I like and I think are the best satellite communicators. But again, it's always about, you know, me coming out here testing, my experience with them. But then if you have questions, I'm not going to try to direct you to the one I like the best. I'm going to ask you questions about what's important for you, what's your priorities, and help direct you to what's best for you. So check out those videos, and if you have any questions, again, please leave a comment below. Thanks again for joining me. You're here on Hiking Emergency Beacon, and I'll see you in the next video.